Hello everybody and welcome to episode 54 of the FC24 Youth Academy series with Charlton Athletic. Guys, we have officially made it to the season finale. The season has been pretty crazy. We've had so many different things happen to us. Overall, it's been a very good success story for us though. We're still in second place. Let's take a look at the games we played last episode and a look at the final games for this season. So we started with a draw against Liverpool and then we beat Leeds in the Sim. We then failed to score in a draw against Wolves and then we really beat Manchester United, beat Fulham in the Sim, and unfortunately lost to Chelsea. As for the games we had to play for this final episode, we are going to be simming Brentford, playing Newcastle, most likely playing Brighton, and most likely simming the last two games against Leicester and Southampton. Like I just said, we're currently sitting in second place. Arsenal are 1 point ahead of us, and they do have a game in hand on us, as do Spurs and Manchester City. It's getting pretty close between the top four teams. We got to make sure that we're locked in for this final episode. Mark Gilzean's recent performances have seen him win yet another player of the episode. This award is well deserved. His game against Manchester United was probably his best game yet. This guy's game in front of goal is really starting to improve. He was already such a nuisance on defense and in transition. Now that he's rounding out his game, he's becoming a very strong asset for us. I have not increased his potential, which still remains at 92. Instead, I've increased other attributes to improve his all-around game. Our first opponents for this episode are the out-of-form Brentford, who sit in 15th place. They have 3 draws and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, which means they're winless in that time. Let's take a look at their generated players. The first guy here is Nicholas Goldbig, 79 rated Danish holding midfielder. Next is Chris Larmer, another holding midfielder from Northern Ireland, who's 79 rated. They've also got the 6'6" Vasali in the net from Italy, and Marquise Webb, the 80 rated American center back. Alright guys, this is the team that we're fielding against Brentford for the simulation game. We've got Nyeni starting, Gusmao and Ayala as our wingers, Madigan, Gilzean and Ganyan as our midfielders, Balkan, Antanes, Naholo and Taverner as our defenders, and Anandi as our goalkeeper. Let's just get straight into the quick sim. And we end up drawing against Brentford. 2 goals from Ayala see us pick up 1 point here. Okay, getting straight into the next match, we're going to be facing Newcastle United. They're sitting in 9th place. They have a pretty good squad and they've picked up 3 wins in the last 5 matches. The first generated player is Ryan Hadley, 80 rated 19-year-old Welsh center back. Next is Jesus Menchaca, 83 rated now from Uruguay, 21 years old as a right back. And lastly, they have the goalkeeper Szymanski from Poland, 78 rated. Alright guys, if you take a look at the starting 11 for this game, we've made 1 change. We're taking Denny Antanes out of the starting 11 and putting Kahuna Mogo in at left center back. I've been really impressed with how he's performed in his last 2 appearances. Let's hope he keeps it up. It's really important that we pick up points here against Newcastle. Spurs are sitting in 3rd place right behind us, and they do have a game in hand, so if they win their game, they are going to leapfrog us. Let's make sure we get the points here tonight. It's Charlton Athletic versus Newcastle United at the Valley. Good movement here by Newcastle. Good dribbling here by Adley.
Nope.
Would need Naholo to win this ball, and he's done it. Well, good chance here for Abelard and Yenny. He's tucked that away. We've had some decent possession so far in this game. We win the ball high up the pitch. It's a pretty classic press by Charlton, and we get rewarded very early on. Bobby Madigan does really well to play Abelard in. Really good touch there, good dribbling, and that's a good finish by the German. Over the top here, Bobby Madigan to Abelard and Yenny. That's special. Seriously, you just gotta sit back. Gotta sit back and enjoy that. That's not a silver platter that Bobby Madigan's put that pass on for Abelard and Yenny. That's a gold plate. What a ball. Seriously. Good pass here. Jordan Balkan to Nelson Gusmao, goes for goal. It's hit the post. Wesley Liang is there for the recovery. A little bit too much pressure for Newcastle there. We broke really well with Nelson Gusmao's pace, and the rest is history. This game is put to bed already. Good work here. Oh, Isaskar Naholo. We were so dependent on him right there. That would have probably been a goal. Here's Wesley Liang. Here's a chance to score. He's got his 2nd goal in this match off the bench. This guy is becoming a super sub for us as of late. This is humiliation for Newcastle. They're going to go home very disappointed. All right, that's the end of the match. Our fans are rejoicing. It's been a very good day for us. Front to back, we were impressive. This is a very good way to start the episode and a very good way to start the end of this season. This is a strong showing. Guys, we've been operating with 2 scouts for several months now. I've been waiting for a 5-star scout, and we have just found one. Adam Daly from Ireland. He will be costing us 13.6 million pounds to recruit. The reason it's so expensive, it's because of the mod that I have in place. I don't want to abuse the youth academy too much, but we definitely will be signing this guy up. Okay, we're sending Adam Daly to India for any type of player. Alright guys, our next opponents are Brighton and Hove Albion. They're sitting in 14th place. It's not the best of seasons for them, but at points of the season it looked like they might even get relegated. So this is better than what I expected for them, but still, they do have good players, and I do overall expect more from them. They've only got 1 win in their last 5 matches, but it did come in the last game. The first generated player to look at here is Cameron Granger. We've seen this guy before, 85 rated, 6'5" English goalkeeper. Next is Josep Gallego, 82 rated Spanish midfielder. Song-Soo Hwang, 84 rated now, 6-foot striker from North Korea. Very good play styles, great pace. This guy also has like 15 plus goals in the Premier League. He's one of the best scorers in the Premier League this season. If you guys don't know, this guy used to play in the Korean K-League. It's very nice to see Brighton pick up players that are otherwise unknown. Next is Thiago Miranda, 80 rated now, Argentinian center back who's 6'2", used to play for Wolves. Next is Brighton's academy prospect Frankie Ismaila, 85 rated now, English midfielder who's 5'10". Okay guys, let's take a look at the changes we've made to our starting 11. We've got Denny Antonez and Marcus Cooley coming into the defense to replace Kahuna Mogo and Bo Taverner. We're giving the captain's armband to Bobby Madigan. The win against Newcastle was so good. Let's hope we can keep it up against Brighton, but like I said, they have a dangerous striker playing for them. Let's see what we can do against them. It's Brighton and Hove Albion versus Charlton Athletic. Oh, this is a good chance for Brighton, and Song-Soo Hwang has already scored for Brighton. It's the 10th minute. It was a great counterattack by them and a very nicely placed finish. And he's absolutely got the pace to beat Gabriel here. Here's Nelson Guzmão. Needs to use his right foot, and that is off target. Another corner for us. Oh, it's dropped for us. Bobby Madigan's shot was a bit awkward. It's very easy for Beadle to save. Wait, no, that is not who I'm controlling. Good save by Anamdi. Ooh, decent shot there, but Anamdi's able to control it. Here. Here's Lamar Gilzine. Very nice try there at Beadle's net. It's going to be a corner. Delivery not bad, but here's absolutely a ton of space for Bobby Madigan to try Beadle again. Over the top here to Nelson Guzmão. Unfortunately, the angle wasn't good enough, and that's an easy save for Beadle to make. Good passing here. Here's Lamar Gilzine. Last chance for us. Good save by Beadle. Zainalu. Oh, there was power on that shot, but it's straight at Beadle. It's been a good day for the Brighton keeper and for Brighton overall. Honestly, I think they were probably the better team. They kept possession really well, and they were kind of immune to most of our pressing efforts. We felt a little sloppy in that department, but in the end, it's a very slim goal scored by a very informed striker that gives Brighton all 3 points here. Alright guys, the next game we are going to be simming. It is against 18th placed Leicester. They have 2 wins in their last 5 matches, but those came 4 and 5 matches ago. Let's take a look at their generated players. First up here is a very good midfielder. Obi Chijioke from Nigeria is 85 rated as a holding midfielder. Ridiculous physicals on him as well. Next is Ellis Fawcett, 79 rated midfielder, 6 foot from England. Martin Carstensen here is 80 rated as a Danish goalkeeper. Hugh Lister is 78 rated as an English center back. Niall McCauley is 76 rated from Northern Ireland. Teddy Metcalf is 79 rated from England, 6'2" center back. Okay guys, we're making one change to the starting 11. We're bringing Bo Taverner back into the team to replace Marcus Cooley. We are simming this game. We need our full strength side. Let's get straight into the result. We end up drawing against Leicester here. Nelson Guzmão scores an equalizer after Ellis Fawcett scores the opener. Okay guys, we've got the final scouting update from Croatia, and thankfully this player right here has really good potential. He's only 15 years old. He's gonna grow a lot if we nurture him correctly. Let's get him into the academy. Alright guys, we are now going to Canada for any type of player. Okay guys, one of our youth academy prospects is unsettled. It's Felix Chijirange here from Namibia. We're just gonna get him into the first team and loan him out in the summer transfer window. Okay guys, the final opponents of this episode and this season are Southampton. They are 19th in the league. They have one win 5 games ago, but outside of that, it's pretty disappointing from them. If you take a look at their probable lineup, they have Ravaslut, who we loaned to them. Let's take a look at their generated players. First player they have is Marcus Downey, 82 rated, 5'9" Scottish striker. Next is Raffaele Mazzotta, 81 rated holding midfielder from Italy. Next is Alex Orquera, 82 rated 6-foot Argentinian winger. Like I said before, they have Florence Ravaslut, who's our player, 74 rated Dutch 6-foot winger. Next is Miguel Sacristán, 82 rated 6'1" Spanish midfielder. Alright guys, we're going straight into the sim match here. I did not want to quick sim this game just in case we got into any trouble. Here's Sean Ayala, and he's already scored within 4 minutes, and it's an assist by Abelard Nyeni. Oh, that's a good shot there. Southampton almost scoring there. They win a corner, and that's a goal for them. Seiwald has scored an equalizer. Oh, that's a good chance for Southampton. They almost scored there. Good work here. Sean Ayala gets a wide open chance, but it's been saved. Alright guys, that is the end of the match, the end of the season. We end with a 1-1 draw. We gave a lot of possession to Southampton, but overall it was a pretty dead game outside of the first 10 to 11 minutes. Okay guys, here is the final league table. We end up finishing second, 4 points behind title winners Arsenal. It was pretty close between us and Manchester City in the end, as well as Tottenham, but their goal difference was definitely worse than ours. Manchester City had the second best goal difference in the league, but they finished 1 point behind us. I wouldn't have minded finishing third or even fourth. We secure Champions League football for the club next season. I can't wait to get started. Quick little scouting update from Russia. Nothing too important to note. We can't promote anyone yet, so we have to wait another month. Alright, we've also got an update from India, and none of these players are good enough to promote yet. Okay, we've also got the report from Canada back, and these players look even worse, so we have to wait another month for these players as well. Alright guys, we got another update from Russia, and we're still waiting on a good player here. We're gonna have to keep waiting another month. Alright guys, so there was a little glitch with the players that we loaned out in January. After we loaned them out, the game just kind of recognized them as permanent moves, so we actually don't own them anymore, but I will be fixing that in the summer transfer window. We'll just get these players back into the club immediately, but I did want to show you guys their growth while they've been out on loan. We definitely will be loaning them out again in the summer, but I just did want to show you guys their progress. First up here is Bertel Jarnefelt. He's now 72 rated at the age of 16, so he has a lot of growing left to do, but it's a great overall for the age. Next is Pedro Chiguano. He's now 74 rated at the age of 18. That's something that we can work with if we can get him loaned out and growing a bit more. Next is Yusefo Latoa. He's 67 rated now at the age of 19. I believe it's because his potential isn't that high. Hopefully we can loan him out and increase his potential even. I do want to see this guy play for us, but he definitely won't be if he stays at this overall. Next is Martin Nevenzel. This guy has grown so much. I believe he's gone up by 8. He plays for Luton Town. His pace is now 89. I can't wait for this guy to get back to the club in the summer. Next is Florence Ravaslut, who we just played against in the last game. He's 74 rated now. Gaspar Gurgel is 69 rated now. I would like him to grow more. We're going to loan him out again. Next is Zeki Yakovo, 70 rated now at the age of 20. We definitely want to see this guy growing more. I would love to incorporate him into the team. I love his stats. I think he has a very high ceiling, but we do need him to grow more. I do believe this is the last player. Gamal Germoni hasn't grown that much. He's now 67 rated at the age of 20. We're going to get him back into the club and loan him out again. Alright guys, with that done, we're going to do a quick squad update and go over the growth of the players. Issa Nandi is 81 rated, up by 4. Mohsen Fala, 78 rated, up by 2. Jordan Balkan, 79 rated, up by 2. Jesse Khan, 73 rated, up by 1. Kahuna Mogo, 74 rated, up by 1. Saskar Naholo, 80 rated, up by 3. Akararu Malaitai, 72 rated, up by 4. Maro Katongo, 73 rated, up by 1. Jordi Sapanic, 77 rated, up by 6. A lot of growth for this guy. Denny Antonez, 78 rated. Felix Chijiriange, 66 rated, up by 2. Bo Taverner, 78 rated, up by 1. Marcus Cooley, 73 rated, up by 2. Casa Lagesse, 78 rated, up by 3. Noel Gagnan, 80 rated, up by 2. Bobby Madigan, 78 rated, up by 2. Lamar Gilzine, 79 rated, up by 2. Santi Aburto, 77 rated, up by 1. Arif Zainalu, 76 rated, up by 2. Nelson Gusmao, 82 rated, up by 4. Sean Ayala, 80 rated, up by 3. Dennis Rebello 79 rated up by 6, Danny Spadaro 76 rated up by 5, Alid Priest 72 rated up by 3, Tolis Kairidi 78 rated up by 6, Abelard Nyeni 82 rated up by 2, and Wesley Liang 78 rated up by 4. As for the player who made the most appearances for us, it's tied between 4 players. Issa Namdi, Noel Gagnon, Lamar Gilzine, and Bobby Madigan featured the most for the club. The most clean sheets comes as no surprise. It's Issa Namdi with 13. We had a very good record in the Premier League for our defense. I was expecting a little bit more clean sheets from him, but this is still a great tally for him. As for most assists, Nelson Guzmão picks up that award. He picked up 13 and they all came in the Premier League. But Lamar Gilzine is close behind with 11. Our top scorer for the club was Abelard Nyeni with 17 goals, all coming in the Premier League. A great season for him. Nelson Guzmão was not far behind though, he had 14. And when it comes to the player of the season award, I just have to give it to Nelson Guzmão. This guy is special. To come into the team and to fill the very, very large and excellent boots of Fazal Andrio, and to do it with such maturity is such an achievement. I was not expecting this return and these performances from Nelson. It was a fantastic season for him. Him and Abelard and Nyeni were the reason we were able to score the goals that we did. I'm so excited for this guy to feature in the Champions League next season. He deserves it, as does the rest of the team. It's been so good from us throughout the entire season, but this guy was just on another level. He was so reliable every single game, every single attack, looking forward at the left wing for Nelson Guzmão and his electric runs. I'm so happy we brought him to the club. When it came to the Premier League top scorers, Fazal Andrio scored 28 goals in 37 matches, a fantastic first season for him at Arsenal. Second was Haaland, but tied with him was Zaman Aktürk for Crystal Palace. We've also got Sung Soo Hwang for Brighton with 20 goals. Peter Mullen for Norwich City, who's another generated player, scored 18 goals for his club. As for the assists, we've got Nelson Guzmão coming in second, looking for any other generated players. Yep, we've got Edgardo Rieja, who plays for Manchester United. He got 11 assists. It's his first season for United. Lamar Gilzine and Bobby Madigan down there with 9 and 8. Alright guys, I think that is gonna end it. There's not much else to do here. We just have to get into the next season, but that's gonna come in the next episode. You guys are gonna have to wait for that. Although I would have liked to have scored more goals, our goal difference is still great because of the defensive displays. We really know how to keep the goals out. If we can just work on our attack a little bit more, and I'm looking at Sean Ayala specifically and Danny Spadaro, they were definitely disappointing this season. I was hoping that they would be a little bit more value when it came to attacking. Regardless though, it's been a very nice season. I cannot wait to get into the next one. That's going to be it for me for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to not miss out on the next season and on future content. Make sure you leave any suggestions you have for this series down below in the comments, and I'll be seeing you for season 5.